Okay. Hi, everyone. How are you doing? It's Wednesday. That means it's time for Mini Mayhem. I am Vee Mus'e, your host for today. And I know you're all here to absolutely not whatsoever see anything having to do with, Dargans or anything like that. And there we go. Nightbot is actually working on YouTube. It's just a matter of it has to be live. So, chat, you've just helped me with that experiment for what's going to be happening with the newsreel that I have for you today. But anyways, hi and welcome. I am so glad to see you here. And yes, I have now added in chat commands for my regulars. You can start putting in things like, do !local. And guess what? You're going to get that lovely link for how to find a store near you. And I have put on the wrong lip gloss. It seems to want to stick to my lips. Niels did the True Mother of Dragons. Let me tell you, folks, today, as I was assembling my darling children, I am feeling very much like Mother of Dragons today, because I'm looking around my room like I have far too many dragons. Not that it's a bad thing. I mean, first world problems, right? But yes, as you can tell, you're finding out in the chats, and I am so excited to see that they're working because this is key for Friday. We have commands now in our chat, so you can find things like your local store. You can type in commands to pull up different things and fun stuff like that. I believe if you do !command, it'll give you the list of commands even, so you can find out what your different commands are as well. So if you're joining me today, that means you just wanted to come and hang out, right? There is no other reason beyond just helping me check out the chat commands and chatting for a while. I'm sure. No, today is going to be the big first sneak peek at the D&D Icons of the Realm Adult Green Dragon, which has been highly anticipated, much talked about. I know some people were afraid that it was not going to be happening. Please trust. This dragon is there. This dragon will be coming. In fact, this dragon will be coming to you in July. Okay, so towards the end of July is when it is slotted for release. Now, of course, keep in mind this can always shift and change a little bit, but thought it would be something where we can get it so you can get a look at it ahead of time. And please keep in mind, this is something where if you're looking to add it to your orders, definitely right now, reach out to your FLGS, let them know you want to put a pre-order in for the Adult Green Dragon to round out your Chromatic Dragon collection. Because as you can see, right behind me, I've got the four. The four who are already out. Good news on those two, that they will be coming along the way for reprints as well in the June-July area too. So if you missed one, keep in mind, they're going to keep getting reprinted. They're going to be available again and all that loveliness. And yes, I'm going to be going through and fixing Nightbot and everything like that. This is one of those things where I'm getting it plugged in and ready to go for something special that is happening, which let's talk about that first, and then we can focus on the dragony stuff. And oh, by the way, if you are new, welcome, hi, hello. So glad to have you with us either on YouTube or Twitch. If you haven't yet, make sure you click that subscribe button, ring the bell so you get notifications when we go live with live streams like Much Ado About Gaming, Mini Mayhem, or with our Scott Porter unboxings and other things like that. And let us first address what is going to be happening on a Friday. So this Friday, yay, I'm excited for this one. This Friday, I'm actually going to be doing a Paint Night Kit live stream with Greg Tito and Shelly Mazzanoble from D&D, known for their Dragon Talk podcast show. They're going to be my guest painters with me. Neither have painted a mini before, so this is going to be fun. And then it's going to be one of those things where we have people in the chats who are going to be participating too, and it's going to be found on our channels. Dungeons & Dragons Twitch is going to be hosting the live stream, and then it's also going to be on IGN's front page as well as IGN's YouTube and Twitch channels. So you will have a chance to catch this live on numerous sources, okay? So you'll be able to watch whichever one you want to, quite frankly. But you're going to need to make sure if you want to participate, you have to get the kit at your participating local game store. So if you haven't gotten that yet, you do want to be sure you reach out to your FLGS, let them know you want to participate in the Paint Night event, and hopefully they will have a kit for you. Everything is while supplies last for this. But I'm very much looking forward to doing this. If you take a look, it's going to be happening, like I said, on Friday. It's going to be 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I gave you the channel rundown, but again, it's going to be on our channels. It's going to be on IGN's channels, as well as D&D's Twitch channel. Again, like I said, Greg Tito, Shelly, they're going to be there. I'm super excited for that one. Also, You have to get the kit at your store, your brick and mortar store. That is where they are available right now. And if you want more information, just check out the website right there. Okay, wizkids.io/redslad, which, by the way, my phone is still trying to correct to salad and it's cracking me up. And yes, I am seeing questions. If you have a question in caps, type in question and your question will follow. Thank you for bringing that up, Calculus. UPM has actually been shifted back a week. So we're looking at May 19th now for the release for the unpainted miniatures for pretty much all of the lines, I believe. Magic the Gathering might be even further delayed, but the majority should be in stores. May 19th is now the new date. So still May, but you pull it back a little bit, one more week. It's not as next week as anticipated. Let me see here. Yes, everyone's getting excited for these dragons, and I'm loving it. But yes, we'll get to paint along, and I do have, this was my test run, buddy. So this fellow, you'll get to paint one of these and hopefully end up with a similar result. This is for all levels of painters. I want to make sure that is very clear because some people have been asking, well, I haven't, or have said, I haven't been able to do a mini before. What am I going to do? It's geared towards beginners, quite frankly, because both of my guests are new to miniature painting. So if you haven't painted a mini, this is a perfect time to do it. I've purposely set this up so that it is beginner friendly. Okay, but yes, please join us on Friday and have some fun. Even if you don't have the kit itself, if you just want to sit and paint a mini with us and hang out, that too would be lovely and wonderful to have. We're going to have a hashtag floating around. It is hashtag WK Paint Party. So people can share their progress, and we'll be taking a look at our Twitter feed and see what people are sharing on their socials. It's, hopefully it's going to be a really great community event and pull everything together. And yes, I see that everyone is having fun with Nightbot. Nightbot's getting feisty. So, like I said, I'm going to go back and fix settings with Nightbot too. You're kind of my guinea pigs for this. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, so that was everything, right? That was the news. That's all you wanted to hear. That was everything. We're done, right? No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. So for those of you tuning in, I am sure you are here for the main attraction, and that is the adult green dragon. And yes, it is coming out, like I said, end of July 2021. Make sure you're following WizKids on their socials in case we have updates on that release. But right now, end of July is it. You're going to want to reach out to your local store. Let them know you want to place your pre-order. Hopefully soon, we will have the pre-orders up on websites like shopwizkids.com and dndmini.com. Just right now, we don't have that up quite yet because in case you missed the news there, we are shifting over to a new warehouse, which is causing some slight delays in terms of stock, getting everything where it needs to go, all that loveliness. But soon you will see pre-orders up online. I did want to make sure that that was also said as well. But right now, local game store is your best place to place your best Good one. Best way to place your pre-order. Now, I have proof. There's a box. Okay, I have the box. This is the box that it's going to come in. So obviously the front is once again one of those clamshells, and you're going to get an empty box. No, I'm kidding. It's already out of its box, but you see that it'll come in that protective clear plastic clamshell. And this is the box. It's actually, I think this is like one of the biggest boxes of these dragons, to be honest. But you can see lovely icons of the realms, beautiful, beautiful artwork of the green dragon. Look at that. And then here's the back. So basically just the simple artwork, the logo, all that goodness. Bottom just has your legal stuff on it, per usual. I do have a little rip in the front of my box because I picked it up there and oops, don't do that if you want to keep your box pristine. But this is the box that it comes in. Pretty simple, straightforward, just like the other ones. And you want to see the main event? You want to see the green itself? Are you ready? I don't know. Are you ready? Are you ready for this dragon? The last of our chromatics. It is the very last of our chromatic dragons. What do we think? Should we do it? Should we show it? I love leaving you in suspense. This is the fun part. Okay, here we go. Ta-da! I actually did a different camera setup for this one today too. So hopefully you like this one, but here it is. This is the green dragon. All right, so it does exist. It's real. Look, I'm touching it. It's right here. So yes, here is the green dragon. It is gorgeous. Okay, I'm honestly geeking out myself too. So here is the green dragon. It is stunning. I'm honestly like, I'm giddy over this. And I wanted to do a different setup because I'm going to go through all 5 of the Chromatics now. Yay, we have them all. So you can see them displayed like this. But this is the dragon. As you can see, it's another one that's lofted up in the air on the clear base, as pictured right here. It's the same thing. You have the clear plastic with the frosted circle to show you what it's going to take up on the, not the map, but on your terrain. And it's this beautiful mix of, you have various tones of green along with some, we're going to call them sort of burnt umbers almost, as just some accents. But let me give this little fellow or lady, I don't know. I'm still debating the name. Now, many of you had, keyed onto the fact that I was kind of doing a Disney-esque theme for the names. Now, this is my own personal quirk. For those of you who don't know me, I like to give my miniatures silly little names. So I have been naming the Chromatics with Disney-esque names, and I'll go through and I'll run through who has what. But this one I'm still kind of debating. Someone threw out a name earlier in the chat before we got started where I was kind of like, oh, that could be fun. And this is the last of the adult Chromatics. Okay, so the green is the last one, obviously, because you have white, black, blue, red, green for your D&D Chromatics. And yes, we will be doing metallic next. Okay, so metallic dragons are on deck. The first one to come up is going to be gold. I can tell you this much, and I can also tell you there's going to be some really cool features about the metallics when they come out. But that is all I can say about the metallics. All right? You can expect metallic, you can expect gold, you can expect some cool features, but that's where I'm supposed to stop talking about them. So that's all you get. That's all you get. And I did someone ask about the Sapphire Dragon? I actually have. I have the Chardelin, and I have the Sapphire right in front of me, so I can get those out too. We can just go through, we can cycle through pretty much all the dragons I have in front of me. How's that? But this is the green. Now let me, for sense of scale, I have 2 medium minis. And you can see scale-wise, again, medium and medium. They're a good size. I also grabbed a dwarf, which is still technically medium, but the height difference right there for you. And then I made sure to grab one of the Yeti tykes, which is classified as a small. So that way you're getting this full sense of just how big this Dargon is. Let me see here. I'm catching up with the chat here. Camper van cookout. My best suggestion for you is to email customer service at WizKids.com. At this point, I'm not privy to in terms of where orders and everything are going, but customer service at WizKids.com. Please email them and let them know that you have that going on. And then let's put the Slod in there too, just so you can see the mix of things. All right, so this is my nice little collection that I have for you today, so you can see everything like that. Let's see. Is there any plans on releasing a full height Warlock expansion for the round and diagonal wall? That I believe is still in the works. I can't give you an answer for that one quite yet. Quite frankly, I haven't checked into Warlock tiles outside of the fact that I can tell you that we're going to be having 1-inch wide tiles coming out soon. Hopefully I'll have previews for that in the next few weeks. Fingers crossed, all goes well. But wanted you to see the green dragon on display with some other minis around it so you get the scale. So let me move these out of the way, and I'm going to bring the dragon up a little bit closer to the camera so you can see some details. Now, keep in mind, again, if you want to pre-order this, reach out to your local game store first, okay? Let them know that is going up and that is something you want to look into. Give me just a quick second here. And once you do that, keep in mind, it is just like all the other ones. It is $69.99 MSRP. So let's bring this one closer so you can see, again, like all the other ones, you have the beautiful texture that's going into the wings. That lovely leathery texture. You can even see there's some scarring in some areas, like right there. So this one has seen some battle. Again, look at this musculature. This has leg day for days. But you can see there's the musculature, there's this beautiful scale work. And I even like how the scales appear on the neck. Slightly different texture than what's happening here on the body. And you have this lovely fin that runs the full length from top, wrapping around to the base of the tail. Okay. Let's see here. Like I said, Dan, the only thing I can speak to is the next up in line are the metallics. Okay. And it's not to be coy. It is just because there's only so much I can reveal in a certain amount of time. And I have clearance to say that yes, there are metallics coming. And yes, the first is gold. As for gems, I cannot speak to what is planned or what is coming down the pipeline. Just remember, you can't rule anything out because D&D has so many cool options out there and so many amazing monsters and creatures that it'd be lovely if we could explore them all. Let's put it that way. But that's the one side. Now let me give you a quick little, you can see head on because of that crane to the neck. It doesn't look directly at you unless you have it facing towards one side. But the length and the form is stunning. So here it is from the other side. You actually get a better look at the fin from head to tail. You can see, let's see if I can get a good angle here. You can see underneath there's even this fantastic detail work that happens on the tummy. There we go. On the tummy and the feet and everything like that. So it really is, honestly, like position-wise, I think this is probably like my second favorite. The Black Dragon's position is honestly my favorite. The way it's set up in motion. I like the sculpt of the Black Dragon with the four-legged on the ground type of thing. But for the flight ones, I definitely like the Green Dragon the best. So here is the green. Ta-da! It really, it's beautifully done. The color is vivid. The color definitely, you know, it's one of those things where when I took it out of the box, I'm like, oh yeah, this is spot on color-wise. This is like, do not adjust your screen. It's this nice, vivid mix of greens. And again, you have those slightly orangey, yellowy tones brought in for highlighting factors. But that is the Green Dragon. And then what I'm going to do quickly is jump up to main screen because as you can see, I have behind me with my creaky chair, we have the full line here. So remember, the way this worked out, we had white come out, then it was black, then we had red, and then we had blue. And now we have green. So here you have them all lined up together, all 5 of your chromatic dragons. All right, so that is all of them collected together in one place. You can see all of your lovely, lovely dragons for the D&D Icons of the Realms adult dragons. I'm excited for this. I'm like, yee! I'm going to take a picture of this too, and I'll share it on socials, my socials later. But yes, you can see all 5 of them now lined up. And again, this is July 2021 when it's expected. If you want the other ones, they will be available as reprints coming up soon. So keep that in mind. And now, since it was requested, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and I'll put these over on my display as well so you can see each of these. Let's see here. And I'll work on Nightbot. Nightbot's getting a little bit happy there. My apologies for anyone who's getting Nightbot yelling at you for emotes. Note to self, fix that one. Let's see here. So let's go back to overhead. Let's start off with white, being that that was the first one to come out. So here we have white. So this was the first one to come out. And for sense of scale, I'll bring out another one of those medium minis. So white was our first. Can I squish them close together? No. You're gonna need a bigger shelf. Let's put it that way. So here is white. And then let me just quickly give this a full spin. I don't have a turntable. Maybe I need to invest in one of those. Yeah, I want those. Trust me, these dragons are wonderful. So that's the white. Yeah, you can see it's pulling my fabric. One moment, please. And then, let me fix that. So we have white. And then up next was black. which I will set right there. Black, honestly, like I said, the pose of black was my favorite out of all of them. I really enjoyed the way this one was sculpted. So for me, it's black and then green, if you want favorites in order of what they look like. But this was the black one. And then from black, we went to red. Oof. Which was my third favorite. So here's red, if you haven't had a chance to see red yet in scale. Let me see if I can give him a little... I'm going to see if I can find like a good little unobtrusive turntable, because some of them make noise and stuff, and that's what I don't like. The red's basically your iconic red D&D dragon, which is always fun. But here's the red. Ooh. I love... This is what I was really keyed up about with the red one. You can see all this little detail that's happening in the wings themselves. That was cool to see. And then from red came blue. Blue just recently came out too. So here is blue, and blue is really truly this gorgeous blue color. Nice and vibrant. The blue and the green are probably your most vibrant out of all of them. I will say that. Let me just put it there so you can see again, sense of scale and the wings, the way they're positioned. I like how everyone's putting what their favorites are. So, okay, if we want to, we can talk about what I decided to name these. So I personally always have fun with naming them because it's just my thing. I've always done that with my miniatures. I've always kind of had some goofiness to them. So this one for me is Jasmine. The red one was Aladdin. The black one is Jafar. The white one is Apu. And the green one, someone said Tink and I was debating it, but then I'm like, oh, it's going to pull from what I was doing with this sort of thematically. The green one I think I'm going to name Iago for reasons. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to be doing with my personal naming of my chromatic dragons from this line, is kind of give them all Aladdin-based names. Not sponsored or anything like that. It was just my being goofy. So, in a little bit, Thomas, Arveiaturace. Do I have Avarice handy? Well, I mean, I could work on it. Arveiaturace, I do have her handy. Okay, so you want to see some of the other dragons too? Give me a moment, and I will grab. I do have her. She's just slightly out of frame. Come here, honey girl. All right, I got Arvie. So here's Arvie. And we're going to have reprints coming out on her, I believe in June. So let me put her over on display here. I may even have to adjust the camera a little bit, but here is Arveiaturace. Oh, she's so big. Yeah, can I slightly... Okay, so there's Arvie, pulled back, and where can she's actually blocking the lighting, which is cracking me up. We'll put the mini there, but that's Arveiaturace. She's sizable. She truly is sizable. Let me, I'll hold her up head on with one of the minis, one of the other dragons, I should say. So that's Arvie. Let me, oh, she's a big girl. Let me put her over here. And caveat about this Sapphire Dragon, I'm a mini painter. I had some fun with the Sapphire Dragon, and I did a little more painting because it's what I do sometimes. But here is the Sapphire Dragon. Keep in mind the store-bought looks slightly different because I did do some paint work on this myself. Little disclaimer. But that is the Gemstone Sapphire. Just so you can kind of see it in terms of its shape. The color, again, will be slightly different. Just because I wanted to have some fun with it. The mini painter in me just couldn't resist. And then let me grab the Chatelaine, because I have that as well. You guys make me bring out all my dragons. Oh, come here, Chonker. So here is the Chatelaine Dragon as well. Ooh, another big one. So see, This is one of the heavier ones. Like this one is comparable to Arveiaturace because of its chunk. So these are basically the run of dragons over the past year, if you think about it. How do you get the V edition versions? You can't. Let's just put it that way. You can't get those editions. Those are like, you know, custom exclusive to me. But yeah, so this is all the fun with Dargans from the past year, if you think about it, because we did D&D Live. 2020 Live was what? I want to say it was last June. And last June is where we showed off the Sapphire Dragon. We showed off the Chatelaine Dragon. We announced Arveiaturace. And then we started getting into the Chromatic releases. So you're kind of getting like the whole scope over the past year of all these amazing dragons that have come out in terms of the adult gargantuan scale. So that's that's been fun to sort of show off and share with all of you. So for those of you who haven't had a chance to add these to your collection, keep in mind, many of these are going to be up for reprints soon. So keep that in mind. And again, the Green Dragon, the one of the hour, this one is going to be available in July 2021. Now, I did say I'd show you Arvie, as I like to call this one. Here's Arvie. Good grief. She's taking up the whole screen. And then let me grab the green so you can see scale. Okay, mama. All right. So this shows you an adult and oh my gosh. Hold on. I did not expect it to be arm day today, folks. I really did not. Let me just sort of change how I'm holding this one. So here's Arveiaturace. Here is the green adult. There's you know, slight difference in size. Oh, I can't hold like that for too long. It's a huge difference, no pun intended. But there is definitely a noticeable difference between Arvie and the adults. I'll pick up the others so you can see. So this is her with the green. Remember, she's gargantuan. These are, ay. Go live there. So now let's take blue just bit me. Here's with blue. Yoink. So you can see, I can't keep spinning Arvie because my arm is getting tired on her. She's got some weight to her. So that's with blue. Put that down. Here we have with black. Woo! Trying to get it so you can see them both. And, put this one down. No, excuse me.
Technical difficulties.
We call that a wardrobe malfunction? That or it just has good taste. And here's with red. And then, hold on. I did this on purpose so you can see the adult white with an adult, or with the gargantuan white, essentially. Whew. And here we go. And here are the two whites. So here is gargantuan, here is adult. Ta-da! So that lets you see them all. Hi, peekaboo! So that's lets you see them all with Arvie. Oh, I have to put her down now. I'm not even kidding. Oh, my hand's cramping. Did you miss the naming of the green dragon? Yes, I'm going to name it Iago because I decided to give all the chromatics an Aladdin theme. Let me put white back. And let me bring green back up since green is our feature. So now we're going to do the whole V scale thing. So you can see how this looks in scale to me. I mean, it pretty much, it can cover my face. So it's still a good sized dragon. Once you take the gargantuan out of the factor, you can see these are still fantastically sized minis. They are impressive. They are going to make a huge impact on your table. And speaking from personal experience, they look fantastic on display. I actually have a very hard time, and I'm going to need to start thinking about who needs to go into the cabinet as opposed to out on display on the shelves with all these wonderful dragons. But this is the green again. Give it a nice lovely little turn. Now, yes, we do have all our chromatics. And I have seen the Mother of Dragons name pop up here. So, Tiamat. Tiamat is still happening. Tiamat is still a thing. We're looking more at October now, though. Initially, it had started off with September. That looks like it's shifting into more of an October time frame for those of you wondering. Tiamat is massive. There is no way beyond that word to describe what the Tiamat miniature, let's call it a figure at this point, is going to be. Its dimensions were something like, and this is off the top of my head, I haven't looked over those measurements exactly, but I do remember reading the measurements for the wingspan and realizing it was pretty much my inseam. So she's a good size figure for sure. And I did share a few streams back. For those of you who may have missed it, you can go back and catch it on VOD. I did share the render and the video render that we have of that particular figure. I have no idea where I'm going to put Tiamat, but I don't care. I have no idea how I'm going to display Tiamat for one of these streams, but I don't care because I'm excited to share her with you. That's going to be some whole big setup and camera work and everything like that, but you better believe it. I can't wait to share Tiamat with all of you. But yes, this green dragon is just so lovely. Like I said, out of all of them, this is like my second favorite. Black was my favorite, first one. This is my first, this is my second. Red, blue, white. That's sort of my order of operation for how I liked all of them. But Tiamat will still be a thing. For those of you who missed it, after the Chromatics, we have Metallics. Gold is first in line, and there are going to be some cool features that as we get closer to it, I will share with you. But yes, 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 you will be having your run of Metallics up next. Look at this. This color is just... I'm really pleased with the color. It's beautiful. Tiamat deserves nothing less. She needs to be absolutely massive, and that's exactly what she is. I don't know. We also had up on the socials where it was the Tiamat from Tyranny of Dragons that was put next to the two renders. So the render of Tiamat from Tyranny of Dragons was put up next to Tiamat that's in development. It was definitely a difference in size. You fear me need a car jack to move Tiamat from the tape. You know, I'm gonna have to like do like a workout regimen the month before I have to put her on display so my arms can handle holding her up. But yeah, I'm just basically holding up the green dragon so you can see more of it. So that pretty much covers our dragons, which is really very cool. So we have now officially, come July, all the Chromatics will be out. And you'll also have Arveiaturace is to factor in, as well as the Chardalyn dragon. You have the Sapphire dragon. And of course, there's going to be more. There's always going to be more. We have more coming down the pipeline for you in terms of what dragons to expect. But I'm excited for all of them. I really am. And I think you will be too as they start getting, as they start getting revealed and shared with everyone. But today especially, I wanted to keep focus on our green dragon because this is one that people have been asking about. I know there were some comments floating around on social. Some people were even messaging me on my socials. Is the green dragon going to happen? It's happening. Ding! The green dragon is happening. Okay? You will see a green added to your collection. Not to worry at all. So green is there. Green is gorgeous. The color I'm just thrilled about. Honestly, if I had to go in order of like favorites with colors, it would definitely be blue, green, red, black, white. That's my favorite in terms of coloring. So there you go. Really, so stunning, so wonderful. Here, we're just gonna bring you a little bit closer. Look at this. I mean, you can almost hear the hiss with the way that mouth is positioned. So much fun. But yeah. This is full line, full collection. Let me back myself up here. Ta-da! Here are all your Chromatics grouped together. One last time for those of you who may not have been here when it first happened. But look at this. Isn't this lovely? I'm excited about that. I really am. Now, I'm sure DMs out there are all thrilled to bits about this too. Just plop them all on the table and go. I'm sure your party can totally handle it. No problem whatsoever. So yeah, that is the adult green dragon from the D&D Icons of the Realm. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited I finally got to share this beauty with you. Dan, I actually already have been. The month of April, I was doing streams for all of the UPM that I had for previews. You can go back and catch all of those on VOD here on the Mini Mayhem show. I did go through all of those. And let's see here. we have been level 20 with 6 boons. No lies detected there. So any other questions before I'm going to start getting things sort of wrapping them up type of thing? And don't worry, thank you everyone who was helping out with the chat commands, because like I said, with what's happening on Friday, I want to make sure we had some fun commands going so that people in the chats could pull up information. I do need to tweak and fix timing and everything like that. It's just good to know that they're working. So trust me, after I finish doing this now, I'm going to go back into Nightbot and tweak a few things now that I'm seeing how it's behaving. It's good to know. But yes, that is basically the dragon in and of itself. MSRP, for those of you who missed it, $69.99. Date again, July 2021. And then don't forget, let's go over to here. On Friday, we're going to have that paint party live stream that's happening for the Red Slod Paint Night Kit. I can't wait for this. I am so excited. I've had a little bit of back and forth with everyone involved, and we're all getting really eager and looking forward to it. Did a test run with IGN yesterday. Yeah, because yesterday was Tuesday. So yesterday, did a test run with IGN. Everything's looking, knock wood, going along and everything like that. So please feel free to join us. And again, if you want to participate painting the Slod with us, this lovely grinny toothy fellow, if you want to paint this one with us and have me show you how to do it step by step with Greg Tito and Shelly Mazanoble, you can join us, but you're going to need to get your kit from your local game store. Okay, game stores only have this. This is not something you will find online yet. Okay, it will become available online once we are done with the whole event sequence. If you don't have one of these to paint, that's okay. You can always just jump in and paint a miniature of your own if you want to just have fun of hanging out and painting with people. Because the plan is we're going to have a hashtag so people can share their progress on socials. I will actually be going through our Twitter feed and showing off what people are sharing on their Twitter social, at least, using the hashtag WKPaintParty. And we're going to have some fun people hanging out in the chats with us as well who will be painting along and sharing too. It really is just, kind of sort of a way to bring everyone together and have almost like a painting session at a convention, but of course keeping everyone safe at home while we do it. Any news on the 2D miniatures? We will hopefully soon have some more news about those for you. Yes, they are still on the horizon. It's just doesn't matter when they're going to be coming out. But that's the Slod, the Red Slod. It's fun. So that again, very much looking forward to doing on Friday. If you want to catch it, it's going to be here on our channels. So WizKids YouTube, WizKids Twitch. It will also be on IGN's main page, IGN's Twitch, IGN's YouTube. It'll also be on Dungeons & Dragons Twitch as a host. But if you want to have fun and be fully interactive, see your name popping up on the chat like I have going on over here, that's where you want to make sure you are in WizKids chats channels. Chat. Basically be on the WizKids channels if you want to be able to use the commands and everything like that. So that's something to keep in mind too. But I think that is everything for that particular event. And the plan is, yes, to do some more of these. I'm trying to do one a month, and I will again have some more special guests each time we do one of these streams. So that way, if you miss the Red Slod one on Friday, keep an eye out for the next one. I will be making hopefully the announcement as to what to expect for June, and I am personally working on getting July and August and everything pulled together, but we do hope to do one of these a month, just as a fun way for both stores to have a means to direct people towards a live stream, to do it live, and also just for people to jump in and have some fun hanging out and doing like a paint night together is essentially the plan here. I think that pretty much said everything I wanted to hit upon today. Yes. Oh, and do keep in mind, like I mentioned before, for those of you joining a little bit later, we do have some delays happening in terms of shipping because of the shift in warehouses. We did put an announcement up on socials about that last week. So if you've missed that, go back into our socials and looked into the, we're moving announcement, and that'll give you a little bit more clarity, as well as a link that you could go into and read more information about that one in terms of what is going on. And let me see. I just want to make sure I'm hitting upon everything before I bring this to a close, but I think that really is. That's everything I wanted to touch upon today with you all. So thank you again my wonderful YouTube chat, my wonderful Twitch chat. You all have been lovely and wonderful, and it's been great seeing you. And I'm quickly looking at the chat to make sure I haven't missed anything. So if you have any further questions or things like that, you can always reach out on socials, get those questions in. And if you want to have some more fun just hanging out with me and Greg and Shelly, then please make sure to tune in on Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific Time for the Red Slot Paint Night Kit live stream event. It should be a lot of fun. I'm like, I'm excited for that one. I am honestly, truly, 100% thrilled that I can do this. I can lean back. Let me move my chair out of the way. That I can lean back and you can see. Look, it's just a thing of beauty. You can see all these beautiful chromatic dragons right here for you. Ta-da! That's exciting. That's exciting and that's fun. Okay. I need to get going because I need to get more things prepared for said stream that's happening on Friday. There's a lot of behind the scenes that I'm still working on with that one. Thank you, everyone. You've all been wonderful and fantastic. It is always good to see the regulars. It is always good to see some new names jumping in too. If you are new, please don't forget, you are more than welcome to subscribe to our YouTube channel and ring that notification bell so you know when we have live streams happening. You're also welcome, if you're over on Twitch, to follow us. I think we're getting closer and closer to 1,000 followers on Twitch. So that would be lovely too if you want to follow us over there on Twitch. We can get that 1K mark. I'm excited for when we hit that milestone too. And I will say, like I always say, and how I like to wrap everything up, thank you again. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And I will definitely see you on the flip side. Until next time, everyone, which will be Friday as opposed to Wednesday. I know that's kind of a little jump in the game. Hopefully I'll see you Friday. If not, I will see you next Wednesday. I'm going to have some more fun things for you, but I'm still trying to figure out what. So stay tuned for that one. Wednesday's a mystery, but I'll still see you on Wednesday. Take care, everyone. Bye.